Hi guys, in the past videos we have had the opportunity to discuss non-profit organizations. We have discussed company limited by guarantees, the CLGs. We have also looked at the PBO and the replacement of NGOs by PBOs. Today we have the opportunity to discuss trusts. Now, what is a trust? A trust is a legal entity that is set up by a settlor, a person that wishes to give the right to property or the right to assets or the right to resources to a second person whom we call trustees, but not for the benefit of the trustees, but for the benefit of the beneficiary. So this creates a relationship between three parties, and it can be set up by the settlor, whether as a sole person or in joint partnership with another person. There are three types of trusts, and one of the trusts is the family trust. A family trust is set up by someone for the management of their estate. And so this one is usually for the benefit of their children and sometimes their grandchildren. And if you're rich enough, for the benefit of your great-grandchildren. Now, there is also the charitable trust. The charitable trusts are set up for objectives that are really for the society. So this can be to advance education, for health, to fight disease like HIV and AIDS or any other kind of disease, for religion and things like those. And then there is also the non-charitable trust. Yes, a trust can also be non-charitable. And it is non-charitable because it may be partially charitable while it is benefiting other persons, and so that it is not just for charity 100%. In that case, it's called non-charitable. Anything can be the objective of a non-charitable trust as long as it is legal. The process of registering a trust is twofold. So the first step is done at the Land Registry under the Registration of Documents Act. This is where your trust deed will be stamped and registered before you go to the second step, which is done under eCitizen BRS under manual registration. Now, there are requirements that you must comply with before you start this registration process. So you will be required to have the list of trustees. You will be required to have a trust deed, which you have already registered at the Lands Registry. You will be required to also have their IDs, their carry pins for all the trustees, as well as their curriculum vitae. I never understood that why, but yes, you need their curriculum vitae. Additionally, you need to prove that there is an asset belonging to the trust, and in this case, it can be a title deed in the name of the trustees or any other kind of assets. In addition to that, you need to prove that that asset belongs to one of the trustees. For example, if it is land, then you need to do a search with the Land Registry. So that will form part of your list of documents. In addition to that, you're required to have already formed a seal for the trust, and they will want to see a picture or a presentation of how that seal looks like. You will also be required to fill a form with the BRS in addition to the petition. Also, the trust must have a small summary of what it's all about, and that summary should not be beyond 1 page. There must also be commitments from the trustees or the supporters of the trust. Additionally, there should be a financial statement. Now you may ask, how do I have a financial statement and I'm yet to set a trust? They allow you to do financial statements for the other trustees, so that is still acceptable. There are many other requirements, but those are the basic requirements for a trust registration, and as I've said, there are two steps, one at the Lands Registry and the other one online with eCitizen. As we conclude, let us talk about costs. Now, when you're setting up a trust, as we have already discussed, you will need to start with the Lands Registry, and that will cost you around, say, 10 to 15K. Then when you come to eCitizen, it will cost you 10,500. Of course, there's fees for your wakili if you're using a lawyer. That is to be discussed between yourselves, but that, I'm sure, gives you an estimate of what to expect. It has been a pleasure. My name is Mary Mukoma. Thank you.